Coach. Any questions for the players?
Yeah, these games after Thanksgiving are always scary as a coach, and also after a tournament. But I thought it was the right response. We did some really good things down in Charleston the first two games, and even in the third game, we were playing the right way. We were up 22-18, and we just didn't do the things to be able to beat a team like that at that time. And I thought we came back to practice, had the right attitude, wanted to get better, and we're going to keep building. And I just told the guys the other day, I think you're watching some teams right now, and maybe they're playing, their best basketball, their peak, and we're not, which that's okay. Like, I'm excited about that because we're going to keep getting better and better. I thought we had the right intensity, the right focus. We did a lot of good things today, and to beat that team, and they gave Georgia a 5-point game, and Central Florida, they're down one, under 10 minutes and against good teams. That team can cause some problems, and we knew it. We respected them, and our guys did a good job today.
Took a while to get going. First double-digit lead didn't happen.
You want to go players? You want to go me?
I'll talk to AJ. Yeah.
Okay.
Took a while to get going. What was the difference between separating midway through the second half and maybe struggling to separate earlier?
Just kind of finishing possessions and putting stops together. We talk big about locks. That's one of our staples on defense is getting stops, 3 stops in a row. So kind of just putting those stops together, getting out, being able to play the way we want to play and put offense with defense. I think we started doing that and kind of helped us get our lead and kept it going.
Chris, your first start today, 11 points, really felt like you were making an impact on both ends of the floor. What did you feel like led to some of that success for you in those minutes?
Like AJ said, I think getting stops is important for us, and I think a strength of mine is getting out in transition. So obviously, to get in transition, we have to get stops, and I was able to do that today. AJ found me a few times too, which was nice.
You took that pass from Devon, got down the floor fast. He hit you in stride with a baseball pass. Just take me through that play. How do you get on the wavelength with a guy on a play like that?
I was kind of surprised he threw it, but I mean he threw it. And I knew I gotta make my quarterback look good sometimes, so I had to go get it. So it was just all in the moment. He made a good play on a defensive rebound, finished out of a possession, and I kind of took off a little early. I seen he was gonna have it, and he made the play, and I had to finish it for him.
AJ, it really felt like you led the charge there to start that second half, a 13-2 run. You had 9 of those points. Was that really an emphasis for you to want to try to set the tone for your teammates to kind of get that separation, or did it come naturally?
It kind of just happened. If you would have told me that during the game, I wouldn't have believed you. I didn't know that to just now. So I kind of started just playing, playing basketball. The ball finds energy. So just bringing that energy to the second half, man, and the ball found me. So that's how it happened.
AJ, you guys like to shoot threes. Feels like a lot of times that the open looks don't fall. Is there going to be a night where you start to see more of that, and you really run some up on some teams, you think?
Yeah, most definitely. We all put the work in every day. Kind of probably a little too anxious right now, shooting the ball or trying to get it all back. But we're going to be fine. Keep shooting our open looks, shoot the good ones, and we're going to make those shots fall eventually.
Anything else for the guys? All right, thanks, Chris.
All right, good job.
Mark, I'll ask you the same thing I asked AJ.
Yeah.
What took a while for it to get going in the second half?
They made some early threes. I thought our closeouts were a little slow to start, and when I think they came in the game, they were 11th in the country and made threes a game. I think they were 14th in attempts. So it wasn't a surprise they could shoot threes, but just the pace and urgency on our closeouts caught us early, and they scored. And it's hard to throw knockout punches right away. You got to go in and you got to just kind of win the possessions, let them add up. I thought a couple times in the first half I thought we might pull away a little faster and extend the lead and give them credit they came back. In the first half, every time we went on a run, it was our defense. Grant and Tyler Tanner and those guys got their hands in there and created some turnovers, helped us out. The second half, we got more stops. And it was kind of game got a little sloppy in the second half. We kind of got a little sloppy in the second half, but I think we recovered pretty well.
You started Chris ahead of Jason tonight. What was going on with that switch?
Yeah, I don't care about the starters, who starts and everything else. Give Jason credit. Jason played great today. Jason Edwards was really good, and Chris, deserves some more time. I mean, we study our team and our lineups, and he does a lot of good things on the floor, and we're still trying to adjust and figure it out. So it wasn't anybody did anything wrong. It was more so guys did right, And I thought, Jason Edwards played great today. I don't know what's going to be like next game, who's going to start or the bench, and I don't care. But finding guys who can be productive, that's the biggest thing.
I know you said you don't really care too much about the starters, but considering this was Chris's first start, what did you feel like you saw from him today, and how did you feel like you took advantage of that opportunity?
Chris is about winning, and he doesn't care about stats and care about anything else. And I think he brings good energy. And I thought it was a game we're going to need energy, and he deserves some more time. And even the second half, I probably should have got him some more in the second half. So it's still trying to find him some more time on the court because he's productive.
Jason went out early with, I don't know if that was a knee or a quad or what that was, but what was it and what happened there?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I asked him if he's okay, and he said he will be. And then he nodded at me a couple minutes later, said he's ready to go back in. So I'm not even sure what the issue was.
I guess Devon fully recovered from whatever happened against Drake.
Yeah, he was restricted in practice this week, and obviously he's fine. He was throwing his body around everywhere. He's tough. His energy, and he just does so many good things on the court. That's one of the best 3-point games that I've seen in a while because you add up everything else that he does on the court. It just helped us win, and he had 3 points, but he's plus 34 when he's on the court. So that shows his production.
What do you feel like it is with Devon specifically that really gives him that extra production? I mean, you mentioned not the points, but 14 rebounds, the highest plus minus. What do you feel like it is with him specifically that kind of gives him that extra oomph on this roster?
Well, I mean, he's extremely tough. And he does certain things, like he's battling guys with his chest in the post. And then he'll come save guys on defense with block shots, loose ball rebounds, extra points. It's almost all the things that contribute to winning. That's what he does. And there'll be nights where he's going to score a lot, and some nights he's not. But he's been productive every night.